Far too often, women are conditioned to remain quiet when their voices are most needed, to accept situations their hearts know aren't right, to forgive endlessly even when no real change occurs, to continue giving love and energy even as their own hearts silently ache. Over time, without realizing it, their gentleness becomes a burden, their compassion becomes the reason they're overlooked. Their silence turns into quiet suffering. But this video isn't about encouraging women to become cold or disconnected. It's about rekindling the strength that Islam granted you from the very beginning. It's about helping you protect your dignity, carry yourself with confidence, speak with insight, and never feel guilty for being true to who you are. So stick with us until the end. This isn't just a reminder, it's a call to rise. 1. Women in Islam were never weak. When we look into the history of Islam, one thing becomes clear. Muslim women were never weak. They were never the background characters of the Islamic story. They were warriors, thinkers, believers, leaders, and examples of courage. They were not shaped by fear. They were shaped by faith. Today, when the world tries to define strength in ways that ignore modesty, purity, and dignity, it becomes even more important to remember the truth. The strongest women ever known were those chosen by Allah. A woman's strength in Islam is not measured by how loud she is, how much she fights back, or how often she argues. Instead, it is measured by her patience when no one sees her pain. It is measured by her ability to carry burdens with a smile. It is shown in her trust in Allah when everything else feels uncertain. And it is reflected in her actions. How she chooses to rise, how she stands her ground, and how she protects her soul. So when someone tells you that being religious makes a woman weak or passive, know that they are wrong. The women of Islam were not hidden in fear. They were covered in strength. They walked with purpose. They spoke when truth needed to be heard. They gave everything for the sake of Allah. Not one of them was soft in a way that harmed them. Each of them was powerful in the best way, through their iman, their character, and their courage. Don't let society convince you that you need to lose your modesty to be powerful. Don't believe that strength means becoming rude or cold. The strongest woman in Islam is one who keeps her values no matter how strong the wind blows. She may cry, but she never gives up. She may feel pain, but she never lets go of hope. Her heart may break, but her iman holds her up. Your identity is not weakness. Your religion is not a cage. Your modesty is not a limitation. These are your shields, your beauty, and your strength. The world may not understand it, but Allah does, and His approval is enough. 2. Emotional strength is Islam. In today's world, emotions are often misunderstood. Some people believe that showing emotions is weakness. Others think that hiding feelings makes them stronger. But Islam teaches a better way, a path that honors both the heart and the soul. In Islam, emotional strength is not only respected, it is a part of faith. It means having control over your feelings, not the absence of them. It means being firm without being hard, being kind without being used, and being patient without losing yourself in pain. Emotional strength in Islam starts with knowing that Allah is in control. No matter what storms hit your heart, you know that Allah is watching, listening, and planning something good for you. A woman who has this belief deep in her heart becomes unshakable. She can go through heartbreak, betrayal, loss, loneliness, and still rise. Not because she doesn't feel anything, but because she knows who to turn to. The world may not see your silent battles, but Allah does. Every time you control your anger when someone provokes you, that's emotional strength. Every time you forgive someone, even though it hurts, that's strength. Every time you make dua through your tears instead of complaining to the world, that's strength. And Allah promises to reward you for that inner fight. Some people may mock your tears, some may call you too emotional, but remember, Your emotions are part of your creation. They are not a flaw, they are trust. And when you carry them with wisdom, you grow closer to Allah. Your pain becomes your elevation. Your tests become your purification. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is keep your calm when your heart wants to scream. Sometimes the strongest act is to walk away from someone who hurt you instead of fighting back. Emotional strength is not loud. It is not showy. It is quiet, powerful, and deeply connected to your faith. When you stop reacting to everything, when you stop depending on others for peace, and when you start turning your emotional wounds into prayers, that is when your real transformation begins. And no one can take that strength away from you because it's built between you and your Lord. Dear sister, emotional strength is not just something you are born with. It's something you build through patience, prayer, reflection, and constant turning to Allah. It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to feel weak. But it's not okay to stay there. Allah has placed strength inside you. You just have to look within and bring it out. So from today, don't fear your emotions. Don't hide them. Manage them with faith. Let them lead you to Allah, not away from Him. Keep your heart soft, but your soul strong. Because when Allah is your anchor, no storm can sink you. 3. Stop apologizing for everything. One of the most common habits among many women is constantly saying sorry, even when there is nothing to apologize for. You say sorry when you speak your mind. You say sorry when you set a boundary. You say sorry when someone else is wrong. And slowly, without noticing, you begin to carry guilt that doesn't belong to you. You begin to live in fear of upsetting others. You begin to shrink. But here's the truth. You don't have to say sorry for existing. You don't have to apologize for having feelings, needs, or opinions. You were not sent into this world to please everyone. You were sent to serve Allah, live with honor, and hold your head high with dignity. Islam teaches humility, not humiliation. There's a big difference. Being humble means being respectful, kind, and soft in manner. But it doesn't mean you let others walk all over you. It doesn't mean you keep apologizing just to keep the peace. Peace comes from truth, not guilt. When you constantly apologize for everything, you are telling the world that you don't value yourself. And people will believe it. They will treat you according to how you treat yourself. If you keep showing that your voice doesn't matter, they will stop listening. If you act like you're always wrong, they will never trust you to be right. Of course, if you make a mistake, you should apologize. That's part of good character. Islam encourages us to seek forgiveness from people and from Allah when we do wrong. But there is a difference between true repentance and excessive guilt. Apologizing should be about accountability, not anxiety. Many women apologize just for taking space. They say sorry for being too quiet, too loud, too emotional, too honest. But you are allowed to take space. You are allowed to have emotions. You are allowed to say what's on your heart. You are allowed to be a whole human being. Stop saying sorry for not answering a call when you needed rest. Stop saying sorry for putting yourself first when you're drained. Stop saying sorry for saying no. These are not sins. These are survival. And taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. When you stop apologizing for everything, something powerful happens. You begin to respect yourself. And when you respect yourself, people begin to respect you too. You begin to walk with calm confidence. You begin to make decisions from strength, not fear. Start practicing it. Instead of sorry, I'm late, say thank you for waiting. Instead of sorry to bother you, say do you have a moment? Small changes, but powerful results. Your words matter, and your tone sets the energy around you. You don't need to act tough or cold. Just be honest and firm. Say what you mean. Do what's right and let go of the need to always be approved by others. Because at the end of the day, the only one you truly need to please is Allah. So from this moment, stop apologizing for who you are. Stop apologizing for your faith, your feelings, your opinions, your strength. Walk in your identity as a Muslim woman with courage. Let your words reflect your confidence, and let your silence be full of wisdom, not guilt. Allah created you with honor, so wear it like a crown. You don't need anyone's permission to exist. You only need Allah's guidance to live. So trust in Him, believe in yourself, and stop carrying shame that doesn't belong to you. 4. Guard your boundaries. In a world that constantly pulls you in different directions, guarding your boundaries has never been more important. As a Muslim woman, your soul, your time, your heart, your modesty, your presence, they are all precious, and anything that is precious needs protection. It's not about building walls to block people out. It's about drawing lines that protect your peace, your iman, and your values. When you guard your boundaries, you are not being rude. You are being wise. Many women today feel drained, lost, and unappreciated. Do you know why? Because they give too much without limits. They allow people to invade their space, their emotions, and their dignity without even realizing it. They say yes when they should say no. They stay silent when they should speak. They smile when they are hurting inside. And slowly, they begin to disappear behind the needs of others. Islam teaches something better. Islam teaches that honoring yourself is part of honoring Allah. Your time is a trust. Your energy is a gift. Your emotions are a responsibility. And if you allow everyone to access these things without limits, you will feel broken. That's why boundaries are not optional. They are essential. Islam teaches balance in everything. Even love, care, and kindness must have limits. Without them, people will start expecting too much from you and giving you too little in return. Think about your home. You don't leave your front door wide open for just anyone to walk in. You lock it not because you hate people, but because you value what's inside. The same goes for your life. Not everyone deserves access to your heart. Not every conversation deserves your attention. Not every invitation deserves a yes. When you say no, you are not being unkind, you are being mindful. You are protecting your space. Many times, the reason we don't set boundaries is fear. Fear of being judged, fear of losing people, fear of being alone. But here's the truth. If someone leaves you because you respected yourself, they were never meant to stay. If someone gets angry because you set a healthy limit, they never respected you to begin with. The people who truly love you will honor your boundaries, not fight them. Start setting boundaries with love. You can say, I care about you, but I need some space. You can say, I'm not comfortable with this. You can say, no thank you without guilt, and the more you practice it, the more peace you will feel inside. You don't have to explain your boundaries to everyone, you just need to live by them. The beauty of Islam is that it gives you the tools to protect what matters. Your faith, your purity, your body, your time, your words. All of these deserve care. If you don't guard them, the world will use them. But if you guard them with sincerity, Allah will bless them. So, dear sister, start today. Lift your hands in dua and ask Allah to grant you strength. Set the boundaries that protect your inner peace. Hold firm to the belief that Allah sees every single time you choose to honor yourself for His sake. And always remember, you weren't placed in this world to gain everyone's approval. You were created to stay loyal to Allah, to value yourself, and to walk your path with intention. When you defend your boundaries, you're also protecting your heart. And a heart shielded for the sake of Allah cannot be shaken by anyone. You weren't created to be walked over, dismissed, or silenced. You were created to worship your Creator, to live with dignity, and to move through life with purpose. Don't let society make you believe that constant gentleness means you have to give up your self-respect. Let your heart stay tender, but let your principles stay strong. Be kind in your nature, but steadfast in your faith. Let your life mirror the essence of a true Muslim woman, graceful, resilient, and courageous, because her power comes from her unbreakable connection with Allah.